Hi everyone. Well, I got really curious about the decrease in population as reported in their charts on Deagle.com, so I went over there to investigate and see what kind of site it is. And down here they have published a commentary answer to everyone's questions because it's been on so many websites and YouTube channels. Anyway, here's the one that people found so disturbing: U.S. down the population to 69,000. I mean 69,086,000 from 360,440,000. Anyway, down here, and there's some other ones in here too, like, look, United Kingdom, Switzerland is way down, Norway way down. So they explain down here, which is good. Let's go to the bottom first. Sorry to disappoint many of you with our forecast. It's getting worse and worse every year since the beginning of the pre-crisis 2007. It is already said that this website is non-profit, built on spare time, and we provide our information and service as is without further explanations and or guarantees. We are not linked to any government in any way, shape, or form. We are not a death or satanic cult or arms dealers or some BS is floating around the internet on this topic. Take into account that the forecast is nothing more than a model, whether flawed or correct. It is not God's word or a magic device that allows to foresee the future. So they write it in friendly pink, and this is what they say. There have been many questions about the country's forecast, especially the one focusing on the U.S. They won't be answered one by one, but below you can find some explanation, thoughts, and reflections. We're going to keep this as short as possible. All right, so the majority of the economic and demographic data used in the making of the forecast is widely available by institutions such as CIA, IMF, UN, USG, etc. You can see the most relevant data at every single country's page. Okay, so it goes on and on about and how they explain. They basically say this is going to be about migration, Ebola. See right here. Despite the numeric data quantity, there is a quality model which has not a direct translation into numeric data. The 2014 strain of Ebola has a death rate of 50 to 60%, but try to imagine what would happen if there is a pandemic of Ebola with hundreds of thousands or millions infected with the virus. So far, the few cases of Ebola infected people have enjoyed intensive health care with antiviral and breathing assistance, but above all, with the abundant human support by physicians and nurses. In a pandemic scenario, that kind of healthcare won't be available for the overwhelming number of infected, leading to a dramatic increase of the death rate due to the lack of proper healthcare. The quality factor is that the death rate could increase 80 to 90% in a pandemic scenario from the stated 50 to 60% rate. The figure itself is not important. What is relevant is the fact that the scenario can evolve beyond the initial conditions from the 50% death toll to more than 90%. By the way, no pandemic or nuclear war is included in the forecast. So you can read more about this. And this last line right here, the American downfall is set to be far worse than the Soviet Union's one. A confluence of crises with a devastating result. Okay, I'll put the link below and you can go read it for yourselves. It doesn't look good, and they just explain their case. Let's see anything else here. Okay, well, the next move will see the civilization being centered in Asia with Russia and China on top. Historically, a change in the economic paradigm has resulted in a death toll that is rarely highlighted by mainstream historians. When the transition from rural areas to large cities happened in Europe, many people unable to accept the new paradigm killed themselves. They killed themselves by its psychological factor. This is not mainstream, but it's true. A new crisis joins old, well-known patterns with new ones. Okay, so that's their view on it. Thanks for watching. God bless.